Hi guys, my name is Adam and I'm the community manager for skinwallet.com. If you don't know about us, we're a marketplace / instant selling website where you can buy cheap CSGO skins for up to 40 to 50% off the Steam price, or you can sell your skins instantly to an e-wallet of your choosing, and you'll get your money within 24 hours essentially for the best instant price on the web. If you want to check that out, head to skinwallet.com for instant sale or skinwallet.com/market to buy some cheap skins. As for these skins here, the skins from the brand new Operation Broken Fang, of course, these will not be on our market yet, obviously, because we're waiting for the prices to settle, but in a few weeks, they probably will be there, and they will be there pretty cheap, so we'll tell you all about it. We'll try and link the best deals to you on Twitter, so stay tuned for that. That said, let's get right into this tier list, which is the tier list of all the skins in Operation Broken Fang, or namely the Operation Broken Fang case. We're going to do them for collections as well. And we're going to start with the least rare to the rarest, based on mostly looks, not price. I don't want to look at price because, you know, then it would be just like, well, is this worth this and that? No, I just want to see which skins I really like and which skins I don't. All right, so we're going to start off from the bottom with the CZ75 Vendetta by Emu. This skin is kind of a mixed bag. It has some really nice ideas that the etchings, like, you know, kind of prison etchings and stuff, give it a real tactile feel. But at the same time, it's just so bland. I don't think it's quite trash, especially with what we have coming up in the case, but it's very much meh. Next up, the P250 Coco Rampage by KRM5 and Meridare. This is actually fun. This is a fun skin. It has a nice little comic book graphic. There are some skins that will work with, like the P2000 Bang, I believe, the comic book one. Right off the top of my head, if you have a really comic book kind of loadout, like for example, the Op Paw is another one that it can work with. So I really like this idea. It's nice. It's cute. It shows, you know, a city-wide rampage by the dinosaur in a really comic book, even pop art fashion. I'm gonna give it, you know what? Given that it's not really rare, I'm gonna give this pretty rad, because I think this is a pretty rad skin. Even if the colorway isn't stunning, the artwork definitely is great and should be recognized. Next up, it's one of our favorites actually. It's Hexet. We featured their skins a few times on our Twitter. But this is a camo skin. It's called Digital Mesh, the G3 SG1 Digital Mesh, and it's just so boring and bland. I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry, Hexet. I love so much of your work, but it's a DD pad or an auto sniper. I mean, it's a nice DD pad, but it's still trash. Next up, the M249 Deep Relief. This is a fun concept that's just done way too sparingly, I think, because, you know, the concept of a depth map being shown on a gun is pretty cool, but I don't really see the depth. That's the thing, and I really think it could be better. It could be nicer, it could be deeper, it could be groovier, if you know what I mean. So Tio and Vishaman, I like your concept, but I don't like the execution. That's trash. Next up, we have the MP5 SD Condition 0 by Andy and Tanapta. Now this is another hard one, because I like a lot of things about this skin, but I dislike some. I think I like the colorway. I think it's used too sparingly, especially on the right side of the gun when we're looking at it sideways, so on the stock, essentially. I think it could be so much better, and I think it's too similar to some other MP5 skins. I would have liked to see something a bit more varied, create a more varied option for those of us who like our SMG with a silencer. Not one of them, by the way. So I'm gonna give this meh. I don't think it's quite trash. Next up, this is a really cool one, I think. P250 Contaminant by Kiku. See, now what I didn't like about the one with the depth map, I already forgot its name, about the M249. I really like about this one. It has, like, you know, this really icky feel about it, but it's nice because, you know, it has that sort of feel when you look at it. It's really good for any like horror-esque themes, like a P90 Shellgrave, stuff like that. It's going to be really awesome for next Halloween, and that's why I'm going to give it pretty rad. Next up on our list, Monica has created the Galil AR Vandal. I'm just gonna say that this is a skin that defines decent enough. It has some really nice parts, especially the magazine showing the bullets drawn on it. A lot of cool detailing. It's really good for a wasteland kind of loadout. But then again, there is the chatterbox, which is much better for that. But if you're going for a bit more of an understated theme, I think this is good. This is nice. This is clean. This is decent enough. Next up, we have the Nova Clear Polymer. I'm having trouble with this one because it's so nice and shiny, but it doesn't have much except for the green accents to speak about. You know, it's really based on its texture, and that will depend, I guess, on a lot of factors, whether you like that or not. I'm gonna give this a meh/decent enough. It's a meh plus, if you will. Strenson did a good job on this one though when it comes to finding a nice little polymer for it and giving it a really unique feel. So you know what, I'm actually gonna give it decent enough minus for you, Clear Polymer. Next up, we have the Exoskeleton by Rozzy, and this is the first skin Rozzy had accepted into CSGO, so congratulations, because this is an absolutely amazing skin to be accepted with. This is essentially a budget Gungnir, which combines, the Nordic elements of the Gungnir and the Gunsmith elements with really cool, I guess, alien-style exoskeleton vibes, which is why it's called the Exoskeleton, and I really like that. And you know what? I'm just gonna give it incredible, because I really want this, and it might replace my son Leo, at least for a while. Next up, we have the UMP45 Gold Bismuth by G99 Factory, and this skin is really decent, maybe even rad. It has that nice gunsmith finish. It has that beautiful colorway that will fit so well with the Golden Coil or the Royal Paladin, all skins like that, and has a certain depth to it. I think it could be better in some points, but overall, you know what? I'm gonna give it pretty rad. Next up, the SSG08 Parallax, and this is the definition of a your mileage may vary skin. Created by COCR, it's a very, very cool concept of using the parallax effect on a gun, but it's just so dependent, even looking at various videos of it, so dependent on your, graphic level detailing, on your graphic settings, it might not be really great for you. I would put this into incredible if it worked every time, but even on the few showcases I saw of it, it looked just a bit blurry and distracting, and the gameplay aspect of it just makes it decent enough, unfortunately, because you don't want a skin that distracts you, right? That's the thing. Now we head to the Berettas Disastray by Des and Altus. Oh god, this is a hard one for me because I really like the colorway. It fits with the likes of Cyrex, Mecha Industries, all that stuff, but it's just so basic compared to a lot of what it could have been, and I'm kind of flip-flopping on it being meh or decent enough, but I'm gonna say they're meh just because there's something missing. They look like a Valorant skin, if you know what I mean. They probably do. Now we head to the Monster Mashup, the USB by Next Gens. This is really cool for one reason and one reason only. The trigger that acts as a tongue just looks so cool. It's really nice and colorful. It has a cartoonish feel. It's like, a drawing in a kid's notebook colored by a professional artist, and I really enjoy that about it. It's pretty rad. And the tongue trigger is just, chef's kiss. That was cringy, I'm sorry. But we move on to another cartoony skin, which is the Cybersecurity. This really fits well with some skins, I think, that you might have in your inventory, like the Galil Rocket Pop or the P250, I believe it's Bang, the one with cartoonish drawing, because this is another cartoonish one with real nice colors. It also works with like marble fades and all the kind of candy themed skins. So I really like this, and it also has like this futuristic vibe of a futuristic anime, I guess I would say. So yeah, I'm gonna give this pretty rad as well, and it's probably the nicest M4A4 skin in terms of colorway I've seen yet. And now we move on to 5-7 Fairy Tale by Rafok. I'm just gonna say this. I absolutely adore this skin because of the contrast it has with the entire game of CSGO. Here we have a very serious game about, counter-terrorists versus terrorists, bombs, realistic military maps and stuff like that. And here is a gun with a princess and a unicorn. I absolutely love that juxtaposition, and the art is hilariously beautiful. And you know what? I just want to pull it out in game and shoot some people with that unicorn gun, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna give this incredible. Judge me all you want. I don't care. And next up on our list is the Glock 18 Neo-Noir. And if I were to make another tier, the Noir skins would be the top tier of all, like, you know, common finishes that we have a lot of in the game. They're wonderful for all kinds of themes, ranging from sci-fi to vaporwave to neo-noir, obviously, and noir, to, you know, synthwave, and they just work so well, and the art is so beautiful. The colors are so vibrant yet minimalistic, and it's like, oh, I just love it. So you know this is going to incredible. And finally, the M4A1S Printstream by JTPNZ, or JTPNZ if he's American. This is the definition of minimalism done right. It's very much evocative of sci-fi minimalism that I really like. It's futuristic, but it's not overwhelmingly modern. It's just like the kind of thing that you would say, wow, that's clean. It's black and white. It's just the simplest skin possible in a way, which makes it one of the hardest ones to do right. This is also incredible. That's it for our tier list. Thank you very much for watching. Just a reminder, you can head to skinwallet.com to sell your skins instantly, or to skinwallet.com/market to buy them cheap at any time. And since you stuck around, I'm going to tell you a secret. Use code YouTube for some nice bonuses. That said, this list, I think, came out the way you think it would come out. You know, the top skins are the top, but sometimes it works differently. So stay tuned for collection reviews that are coming probably next week. I hope I have the time to do them. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it, especially if you stuck around. And leave a comment. Oh, and by the way, if you're watching this around Christmas, be sure to follow us on Twitter, because we're going to be doing some giveaways all throughout the Christmas period, so you can be sure you'll catch one eventually. Yeah, so I hope you have a great day, and cheers.